Fall Guys. Drop buddies. Descending individuals. This game has seen a lot of hype recently, and with Season 2 on the horizon, I thought it a good time to finally get around to reviewing it. At the time of writing this script, I had been playing Fall Guys for about 2 weeks. I started when I was about halfway through my Dishonored 2 review, and at the time, it was a great little break from when I was just focusing really hard on doing something, and then I take a nice break and just fall as a little bean. But because I work really weird hours, most of the time when I'm free to play games, other people aren't. And I was concerned that this game would be kind of boring if you were to play it on your own. So, when this game became my predominant game for this week, well, I found kinda something different. What happened was for 30-minute to hour-long stints, I became very invested in winning this little bean Takeshi Castle style race. I say Takeshi's Castle style game because this game is themed around being like a game show. You are a contestant, one of 60 contestants, and it's your goal to win the crown, whether that be jumping, grabbing, diving, just generally surviving through these ridiculous challenges as the rest of your competition is slowly whittled away to very little until just one person remains, and that one person becomes the Fall Guy? The winner? You win a crown. A crown which gives you currency which you can use in the in-game store, eventually. Because there's not a great deal in the store that you can buy for just one crown. You have to win multiple times. Which, I mean, it feels great to win a crown, but then you just kind of have to sit and look at it until you get another one. But how does this game play? What's the core gameplay loop like? And is it fun to actually play solo? The game is focused around its physics engine. Kind of like Human Fall Flat or Gang Beasts, which means that you will be flung and flop around a lot, which can be very entertaining to watch, but it can also be very frustrating when your little bean in a dinosaur suit falls flat on its face because it stepped near a crack in the ground. Not on it, just sort of in its general direction. Someone farts in your general direction and you fall over. Is not good. Early on, in the experience of playing Fall Guys, that core gameplay loop was kind of frustrating. You fall early, you get pushed around by everyone, and it feels like you have very little control about what's actually going on. But slowly, I began to realize that I had been playing for an hour. Gotten frustrated at times, but at others, had a pretty good time. Learning the nuance in all of this chaos. It's maddening at times, but when you get it just right, that hit of dopamine that you get is just, ooh, it's so good. It's good. It's very nice. It makes you want to keep going. But then, every once in a while, something just breaks the flow of the game for me. Something that happens that just kills it. I'm happy going along, something happens, and then I'm done. I'm just out for a while. It could be as I'm jumping over a gap, someone grabs you at just the wrong time, and then you plummet face first into all the slime. It could be an unfortunate series of events that takes you from first place to last place to elimination in the span of a few seconds. But if you're getting properly invested in wanting to win, oh, it's so controller-breakingly frustrating. But the feeling of being the last one on the podium, snagging the tail at the last second, or hopping on the last of the disappearing tiles as the opposition falls before you. It's intense, it's adrenaline-inducing, and it's a lot of fun. So much fun that I, normally quite a quiet person, cheered out loud. In my room, I had a good time. The more I played, however, the more I began to notice the cracks. The most prominent of this game's problems are the cheaters. Outright, I don't know why, in a game like this, all about stupid fun, there are cheaters. There's a lot of them. My god, there's a lot of them, but I don't understand. I mean, I guess they get the fun out of, haha, you can't win. There's always someone like that. But if I see one, I just leave the game and chalk it up to a loss, and then start again. But then I played more, and then I began to notice something else. So much of this game is just waiting and waiting. waiting for someone to join you, waiting to join a game, waiting for it to load. This game mode where you stand on a tube and then wait, and then move to the right every couple seconds, and then slightly move to the left every couple seconds, rinse and repeat until the game is over. Jump club, stand in a spot and then jump over a pole, occasionally move so you don't get hit by both beams at the same time. But you're mostly standing in one place, hitting a button for about a minute. Block Party is a bit more active, but it's still move to a place, stand, and move to another place. But here's the thing, all of these game modes can easily be adjusted, and they can be great. For example, let's take any tale-based game, any tale-based game at all. 90% of that game mode is just wasted time. You can stand there until the last 20 or 30 seconds, then go and grab a tail, and then that's when it really counts. And then on the flip side, you try your hardest for 100% of the time and you still fail. Because someone's got stretch arms and you've got little T-Rex arms. But that's something different entirely. And this is what I think is the easy fix to game modes like this. Instead of being the person who has the tail at the last second, it's whoever's had it for the most amount of time. That way, the whole of the game mode becomes useful and it becomes worthwhile to have a tail for the entire game, but if you don't have it at the last second, it doesn't necessarily matter. I think that one simple addition would make games like that fun, and I can see simple changes like that making all of the rest of the games fun. Apart from maybe the one where you stand on a tile, memorize, stand, memorize. I don't like that one. That one can go. But, I mean, that doesn't mean that the levels aren't fun in and of themselves. Some levels, though, like Slime Climb, Whirligig, I absolutely love them. It's not about waiting around, it's an assault course with loads of other people trying to get to the end, and the chaos that ensues is what's really great about this game. Trust me. That brings me to the main question of this video. Is Fall Guys fun to play solo? Yes and no. It's really fun for an evening, an hour at most. Any more than that and it starts to become kinda dull and kind of frustrating, and there's no one that you can bounce off of. Which I think is true for a lot of games, no doubt, but a game like this is only made better exponentially by having a couple of friends at your side so that you can have a laugh at the wacky physics together. And if you're playing solo, it's still a good time for a little while. But I think you get more out of it if you've got friends alongside. But I can't confirm because I've not been able to play with friends yet. If you want to, let me know. I'd like to play it with someone. Overall, it's a really fun game with problems that can be fixed, cheaters that can be kicked, costumes that can be worn, beans that will fall, and a really cool looking Season 2 on the horizon. But that's it for this video. If you want to see more stuff just like this as it releases, well then there's a subscribe button down there, and I'm sure you know what to do with it. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. And until next time, did you know I'm English? Cheerio.